Grinding from the bottom. Blood on my hands, ain't no dirt on my body. Whip big body. Block, it'll be a real big problem. Whole lot of prize. That's something you don't know nothing about it. Still that way. You ain't built that way. I been more in pain. Waiting broad day. Really short fuse. Done had a long day. Body like wow. Like. Wait. You know I'm an east side. Big TDs. Have a whole rep. That. Top dog since time ramen now. Steak and lobster with a shrimp. Big. Put a ribbon on it. Get you gift. Rep. Bet. That. Real never switch. That. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. Still that way. Still that way. Still broad day. Live that way. Drill that way. Came a long way. Real long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. 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 Woo. 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 This not a drill. Bucket of ice on me. How should I chill? Scope in your mouth. Watch how I know how I'm rocking. You know how I'm built. Still in the trenches. We out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she popping for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an east side, big TDs, have a whole rep. That. Top dog since top ramen now. Steak and lobster with a shrimp. Fat. Big. Put a ribbon on it, get you gift. Rep. Bet. That. Real never switch. That. Came a long way. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, still that way, still that way, still broad day, live that way, drill that way, came a long way, real long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, 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 still that way.
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. Yeah, hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let them talk about us.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. Tunga Vailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Tyrod Taylor and the New York Giants.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Miami Dolphins. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Now leading them out, someone who's forged an excellent career as a 6th-round pick way back in 2011 from Virginia Tech, Tyrod Taylor.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Again, it's Barkley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 25 carries, 132 yards, and a touchdown.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
In motion, Slayton. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Hands it off out of the gun. Muscles him off. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. The race is on, and he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Now Taylor. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Bullet good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a receiving touchdown from Saquon Barkley. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Now the rookie 3rd-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Tua sets up to pass it. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. And back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October, because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. You talk about this Miami defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards. Play action. Now it's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 24 yards the gain there, another first down as well.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And a quick throw here that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra, next man up, since the Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
On second down, a run by Achane. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And Saquon going to have a Giants first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. You talk about this Miami defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, a run with Breida. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Seven, our score after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff and able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now they'll throw with Taylor. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now it's Taylor. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Taylor. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do.
Touchdown! Darius Slayton, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback. Berrios decided not to bring it out. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Achane on the counter. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. That ball caught by Slayton. Still on his feet. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart, because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with, because if you...
A chance hit and the ball is out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 2 now on 1st down. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd-and-1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Third down and 6. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Tua. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Tyreek Hill with an acrobatic catch. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now Taylor on first down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
He finds him again, Saquon Barkley.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Taylor on third down, throws incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to pass. Tua
getting this out to the flat. Mostert.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Tua going to throw. Wilson's got it complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Tua, the final shot before half.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where you see the final score there. Justin Fields leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Drake London, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Josh Downs up near 100 yards receiving with a touchdown as well. In our game, it's Tyrod Taylor who's been on the offensive in the first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front. As we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Now back to throw.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he'll be taken down right there at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau able to record his 5th sack of the season.
There were moments where Thibodeau really flashed and looked like an absolute monster as a rookie. Finished 4th in the Rookie of the Year voting. And if he gets more consistent in year 2, look out. His numbers will be big time.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw here.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Achane.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
Big play from a big man. Kayvon Thibodeau off the edge and dropping him behind the line.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, and make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on Teron Armstead, the left tackle. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. With it is Jackson.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. After the turnover, it's Tua. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Tua now, third and goal. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. On second down, here's Taylor. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Here's Taylor. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets this one to Hill. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Up the middle, Achane. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. He'll look to throw. Going right back to Wilson. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A give, running right, Achane. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The offense on third down, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. The tight end in motion right. Well, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 107 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's Hill, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Wilson. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. In on that stop defensively, DJ Davidson.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a toss right side. HN with it. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And now out come the Giants. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. In motion, Slayton. On 1st down, here's Breida. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Breida, they'll go up the middle, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A run between the tackles with Breida. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Rolling, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. Bullock's kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, Those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On play action, here's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing Tua. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now Tua. This is caught by Waddle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now 1st and goal. Tua. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. This is 1st and 10. Taylor. And this one is incomplete. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Now Taylor. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Taylor to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And they take a knee. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd, a applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, know that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for Miami, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up